All right, guys, if I look excited, that's because today I get to talk to you about my favorite product in the space where AI meets the trades. Y'all have heard me talk about it a bunch before, and it is the Jobber AI Receptionist. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you step by step inside my software over here how to actually set up, and then furthermore, how to fine tune and really train your Jobber AI Receptionist to know literally everything that anybody's ever going to ask your business about your business so that she can do what she does best. So what is the Jobber AI Receptionist? What does she do? Well, she's literally a receptionist, or he, depends on the voice you give it. But for me, it's a she, and what she does is she answers the phone. She answers all the questions about your business. She can even take notes. She can take messages and get them to you. She can schedule tasks. She can schedule jobs. She can reschedule jobs. She can do a whole lot of functionality inside your actual job or software, administrative work that you would otherwise have to do. Now, what is Jobber? Just in case you don't know, Jobber is business management software, specifically small home services based business management software. I've run my handyman business literally for more than 5 years, almost since the day I opened my business. I've run and grown the entire business using Jobber. And if you want to check out Jobber for your business, there's two things you can do. Number one is I do free webinars every single month, sometimes twice a month. And this month, I'm going to have the next one on May 27th. You can go to bulletproofhandyman.com and sign up for it. And I say free because it's free. I have zero paywalls on my channel. I've always had zero paywalls. I do not want your money. I want that to go into you and your business. So if you want to sign up for my free webinar, you can go to bulletproofhandyman.com and sign up for the next one on May 27th. And before you show up to that webinar, you can go to the description of this video or any of my videos, or in the description of the webinar when you sign up for the webinar, you're going to find a link for a free 14-day trial of Jobber. That's going to come with my exclusive discount of 20% off for the first 6 months. So get signed up for the webinar, get yourself a free trial, watch me set this up here, because after I show you how to set this up, and after I show you how to fine tune it so that it knows literally everything about your business, I'm going to do a phone call with mine, and you're actually going to hear my Jobber AI answer questions about my business and schedule a job. So let's go ahead and dive into the software now. So this is Jobber. I click the home button here. So you know this is the home screen that we're on right now. Everything I teach you inside Jobber, I'm going to teach you to do it from the home screen. So we're going to come down here and we're going to click on Receptionist. And I do want to mention real quick, guys, I am a very tiny business. I have me plus one subcontractor right now. And typically throughout the last 5 years, it's been just me and one or maybe 2 or 3 other people, but we're not a really large business. And the Jobber AI Receptionist can come in really handy for you if your business is very small, because that means you're probably usually busy and you're probably under a sink with wrenches in your hand and you can't answer your phone. So it's going to be really good to have those calls getting answered during the day while you're busy so that you don't miss those calls, because most of the time if somebody tries to call you and you don't answer that phone, they're going to call 3 other people and somebody is going to answer their phone and that person's going to get the job. So having this receptionist is going to mean that they may actually go all the way through the booking without ever even involving you. But even if they don't get to the stage of booking, they are going to get their questions answered by your receptionist while you're under that sink with a wrench in your hands. So coming back here to the receptionist page, I do want to point out that you have this button here that says manage, and you have another button here that says configure. Both of those buttons are going to actually take you to the same place, but this is where we're going to do the setup. I also want to point out, if you've never set up the receptionist before, then the first time you ever click on this tab, you are going to have an initial setup process that Jobber will guide you through. What I'm taking you through right now is once you are set up, this is how you're going to be able to come back in and manage all of your settings. And also, like I said, I'm going to show you how to use my training program to actually fine-tune your Jobber AI Receptionist. So let's go ahead and click on Manage and look at the things that we can do inside here. The first thing we can do is text messaging. We can turn this on, and this says answering all text messages to your Jobber DPN. If you don't know what that is, Jobber gives you a DPN. This is a phone number for your business that Jobber gives you when you start your Jobber account. Now, currently, you cannot use that phone number as an actual business phone and talk to people with it. It's for other tools that Jobber's built. However, I think coming down the pipeline, you're going to find them doing some interesting things with that number. So stay tuned. But This number definitely can text all of your clients, and it's going to text them from your Jobber DPN number, and it's going to mean that you can give out this number, your clients can text that number, and they can interact with your bot, and they can learn a lot of things about your business and schedule jobs and stuff. Next is going to be text greeting. As you can see, I've customized mine, and it says flippity flop bippity bop, welcome to the jungle, do you have broken stuff we can fix? So if somebody texts me, that's going to be the response they get from that text message. SMS send back, send an SMS to clients who hang up on receptionist calls. A lot of people don't like to hear an AI receptionist, and they're just going to hang up the phone. So when they do, this is going to, if you have it turned on, it's going to shoot them a text message trying to follow up on whatever it was they were calling about. Scroll down a little bit, voice calls, turn those on. That's just clearly so that people can call and they can talk to your receptionist. And generally what you're going to do, by the way, is you're going to have your own business phone number. So what you're going to do is you're going to set that up for call forwarding over to your receptionist. You can set it up so that maybe after 5 p.m. every day, all the calls go to the receptionist immediately. And before 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, maybe you let it ring on your phone 4 times or 5 times and then forward over to the receptionist. So that way, if you can't answer, well, then you answer. But if you can't answer because you're under that sync, your receptionist gets the call and you don't lose that client. You can also customize your phone greeting. I'm not even going to read all this out. Y'all are going to get to hear this at the end. It's intended to be funny. I think it's funny. We'll see. You can choose a lot of voices. See all of these voices? They've got, I don't know, about 10 of them there, it looks like. So you can choose the voice of the AI receptionist. You can turn on background noise. And all this does is it makes it sound like an office environment so that if there's a little bit of a lag, because this is AI, right? This is, man, the way this thing is built is amazing. There is almost no lag. You know you're talking to an AI, don't get me wrong, but there is almost no lag. However, being AI, there is some tiny bit of lag. You can't really get rid of that just yet. And this puts that office background noise in there, so there's something for the person on the other end to listen to and to sort of interact mentally with while they're waiting for the AI to answer that question that they've asked or to do whatever it is they're trying to do next. Next, you can add an answering delay, especially if you're a Google Voice user. I don't have that turned on for mine. And identify clients. This is a neat one. So if you have clients already inside Jobber, and if the receptionist can tell from the caller ID that that's one of your current clients, then it's not going to ask them to repeat all of their sign-up information like their address and stuff. And another neat feature we have here is this website chat. If you have a Jobber website, which, by the way, Jobber gives you a free website if you use Jobber. On any level, you get a free Jobber website. It may not be the kind of website that you would get made if you paid somebody $10,000, but I'll tell you what, it's a nice website and it's free and it's from Jobber. And if I didn't mention, there's a link in the description for you to go get a free 14-day trial that comes with 20% off for the first 6 months. That's my exclusive discount. Come to my webinar and check Jobber out because, again, you've got a free website with it too. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. But this website chat, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a chatbot on your website for Jobber. It's the same receptionist, just in chatbot form. Next, you've got actions, and under actions, you have these information sources. Now, this is important. This is going to come into play with my training program. Under these information sources, think of this essentially as the answer to the question, what can my AI receptionist see? Well, she can see your company settings, your business name, contact information, region, and tax settings. She can see your business profile, details about your company, policies, and services that you provide. And she can see your frequently asked questions. And this is the important thing. So on your Jobber website, whether you've published it or not, you may have your own website through GoDaddy or Wix or someone. Whether you've published it or not, you can still click this little edit button right here, and it's going to take you into your Jobber website, whether you publish it or not, if I haven't said that 5 times, and you can fill in your frequently asked questions. And anything you put in there, she can see, which means she can answer questions based off of it. So one way you can get her some information is through that. However, I'm going to show you a hack that I found, that I created and that I built, that's going to sort of exploit the system in such a way that you get to really fine-tune your Jobber AI receptionist. So I'll show you what that is when we get to the end of this page. Next is going to be the escalation policy. So sometimes you need to have that call or that messaging service escalated up to you as the owner because maybe your bot's not handling it, maybe somebody's angry. So you can go in here and you can edit those settings so that it knows when to escalate that call straight up to you personally. Next is going to be appointment handling. So people can schedule appointments, cancel appointments, reschedule appointments. This is what I was talking about earlier. Your Jobber AI receptionist can literally book jobs for you without you ever talking to that client or ever being in the loop. She can go from zero to importing that client to actually booking that appointment directly into your schedule if you take the steps that you need to enable her to be able to do that. So that's a really big deal because that's a big time saver. And with submit requests, if you enable this and if you get it edited properly, it's just going to make sure that she takes your new clients through your request form, whatever form you've made, to make sure she's collecting the information that you want to collect to process these brand new requests from these brand new clients. She can also create and assign follow-up tasks. These are not jobs, these are just tasks, but these are tasks that she can create for you that you can go through and make sure you get signed off. And that's basically the end of this page. So let's click back into the receptionist board. And then what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to take you over to bulletproofhandyman.com. And I'm going to show you how to train your Jobber AI receptionist with my program. So once you get to bulletproofhandyman.com, you will need to create an account. This is a free account. I repeat from before, 0 paywalls on this channel ever. I don't even have a way to take your money if you want to give it to me. This is all free for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to create your free account. You're going to come over here and click on Tools, and under Tools, if you want, check out the Scout Inspection app, the Hourly Rate Calculator, the Rate Book Builder. I've got amazing tools in here for you, but the one you want to look for is this Jobber AI Receptionist Trainer. Go ahead and click on Launch Tool, and what you're going to do in here is very simple. It's laid out right here. Step 1. Answer questions. These are questions about your business that we want your Jobber AI receptionist to know the answer to, that it's not going to know the answer to unless you do this program. Step 2 is review and add questions. So you're going to make sure all your answers are the right answers that you want your receptionist to have. And this is the important part. You can add questions so you're not stuck with just the 98 questions that I've laid out here for you. These are the most common questions that I think you need to have answered. But you can also add all of your own questions. So anything you think I've missed, you can come add this, re-export, which is step 3, the download data set. You can re-export the training data set so that you have everything that I have plus everything that you've added. So instead of talking about it more, let's just click in to answer questions. So question 1, what are your normal hours of operation? Now, your AI is going to do best if you put a full sentence here. Our normal hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays and blah, 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 whatever your answer is. So you can type all that in, and then what you can do is you can hit Save Answer. I'm going to tell you a little secret. It's going to save your answer whether you hit Save Answer or not. I put that there because people sometimes get worried and they just feel better if they can hit a Save Answer button. But your answer was saved before you ever hit the button. Click Next. Do you offer your services outside of your normal business hours? Blah, blah, blah. Answer this with a complete sentence, just like with everything else. The more information you give it, the better. She's going to be really good at understanding context. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. You don't have to click Save Answer, by the way. You can click Next to go through these. There's a whole bunch of these questions, man, a whole bunch of them. You can answer as many as you can. You can click Skip to review all. And on this page, you can actually just go through and scan every one. And as you can see, I am scrolling and scrolling. Can you provide references or reviews? Scrolling. Do you have a website? If so, what's the name of the website? Can I book multiple projects for the same visit? Can you remove your shoes when working in my house? Are you comfortable working in homes? Blah, blah, blah. Look at this. Answer all of these questions. When you're done, by the way, if you click on this Continue Answering Questions button, it'll pop you back into that guided section. But otherwise, you can click Go to Download page. On the download page, you have 2 options, download TXT and a download JSON. TXT is what we're going to use to train our Jobber AI receptionist on the Jobber platform. The JSON is just there for you because a lot of AIs like JSON. So if you're using, for example, ChatGPT, and you want ChatGPT to know all this information about your business, ChatGPT will understand the text or the JSON, either one, but the JSON's there because AI does really seem to like JSON, so I'm just giving you that additional option just in case. Now, there are some instructions here, but luckily you don't need to read these because you're here with me and I'm going to take you back into the platform and show you how to finish this off. But this is what you do here. You just fill all of these out. Oh, one more thing real quick. Let's pop back into this main review page here. Add question. This is where you get to add your own questions with your own answers, by the way. So let's go ahead and pop back into the receptionist over here. And the thing that we're going to do to train our AI on all the questions we just answered, I'm going to take you home again. Remember, I told you anything I ever teach you on this platform, my webinars everywhere, I'm always going to start from the home page because you can get to a lot of these places a lot of different ways, and I don't want to confuse you. So we're always going to start from the home page. So from the home page, let's come up here and click on this gear icon. We're going to go into settings. Just trust me, just follow the process. We're going to come to products and services. Under products and services, we're going to come over here to add item. Under add item, we're going to make sure that this is a service, not a product. We're going to give it a name. Now, I've already been testing this, so I have to come up with a slightly different name, but it really doesn't matter what you name this. So we're going to call this Jobber Air Trainer Program. And in the description, what we're going to do, you're not going to be able to see me click off of my screen on this, but I'm going to go to that .txt file, that text file, and I'm going to copy the entire thing, and then I'm going to paste it into here. All right, I've got it in the clipboard. Now, if you'll remember, all I did, the only question I answered was the Monday through Friday 8 to 5. But what you're going to have is the answers to about 100 questions that you've copied and pasted into here. So that's all you're going to do. You're going to call it a service. You're going to give it a name. You're going to copy and paste the document that I give you. You're going to copy and paste that entire thing in here. And then here's the important part, guys. This is the part that truly matters. You got to come down here to online booking, and you have to turn this on. This has to be an online bookable job for your receptionist to see it. If she can't see it, she can't train on it, she can't reference it, so you have to turn that on. You may need to go do some other things inside the Jobber software to make sure that online booking is enabled in the first place. But assuming it is, you have to make sure this is an online booking enabled job. Click create. And here's the great news. You're done now. You have now not only set up your Jobber AI Receptionist, but you have also fine-tuned your Jobber AI Receptionist with very specific answers to very specific questions for your specific business. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm now going to call my Jobber AI Receptionist, and you're going to get to listen as I talk to her and get a job scheduled. By the way, in case I didn't mention it 3 times already, May 27th, come to my webinar. I'm going to show you exactly how I use the software to run my business. 0 paywalls, free webinar. Number 2, link in the description to get your free 14-day trial with my exclusive discount. And number 3, I actually haven't mentioned this yet, but you guys can email me anytime you want to at bulletproofhandymanbusiness@gmail.com. I answer every single email no matter what. That's a promise from me to you. Until I get too big, which I probably never will be, and I don't think I ever want to be. But unless I just get too big to literally have the hours in the day to do that, I answer every single email from every single one of y'all. So keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and call this receptionist now.
Flippity flop, beep, boop, bop. This is Nova, the bulletproof handyman's personal virtual AI receptionist. Fresh, never frozen, all organic beef. Wait, wrong setting, beep, boop, bop. You're calling about handyman work. Well, personally, I do it myself before I hire Ray, but go ahead and tell me what you think he might be able to help you with.
Actually, I have a question first. We don't wear shoes on the carpet in our house, and Ray's going to have to go through the house on the carpet to get to the kitchen. So can we have him remove his shoes at the front door? Is that okay?
Ray and his team are happy to remove their shoes if you request it. But just so you know, there is an extra charge if you want them to remove their socks as well. Would you like them to just remove their shoes? Or would you like to discuss any other special requests for your appointment?
Let's just have them remove their shoes, I guess.
Understood. They can remove their shoes at the door. No problem. Is there anything else you'd like to ask, or are you ready to book a service?
Yeah, I need to get the faucet replaced, so can I go ahead and book that service?
Absolutely. I can help you book a faucet replacement. May I have your first name, please?
Ray, R-A-Y.
Thanks, Ray. And your last name?
Duke, D-U-K-E.
Thank you, Ray Duke. Can you please provide the street address where the faucet replacement will take place?
1234 North Main Street.
Got it. 1234 North Main Street. What city is this in?
This is Tucson, Arizona, 85710.
Thank you. Can you please provide your phone number?
867, actually 520-867-5309.
Thank you. Can you spell your email for me?
bulletproofhandymanbusiness@gmail.com.
Thank you for your booking. Would you like to provide any details about your faucet or mention if you will be supplying your own replacement, or should I just note it as a standard faucet replacement?
Can you guys provide a faucet?
Yes. Ray Duke's virtual AI receptionist experience can supply a standard Chrome Glacier Bay Market faucet for an additional $148, or you can provide your own. Would you like us to provide the faucet, or will you have one ready on site?
Yeah, I'll just let you guys provide it.
Perfect. We'll plan to provide the standard Chrome Glacier Bay Market faucet for your replacement. What date and time would you prefer for your appointment?
Do you have anything on Sunday, let's say around 3 p.m.?
Let me just look at what space we have. Here's what I found. We have openings on Sunday, May 17th, around 3 p.m. The closest available slots are 2:30 to 3, 3 to 3:30, and 3:30 to 4. Would you like to book the 3 to 3:30 p.m. slot?
Yes.
Great. Here's a quick summary before I book. Faucet replacement with a standard Chrome Glacier Bay Market faucet provided by us at 1234 North Main Street, Tucson, Arizona, 85710 for Ray Duke. Your phone number is 520-867-5309, and your email is bulletproofhandymanbusiness@gmail.com. The appointment will be on Sunday, May 17th, from 3 to 3:30 p.m. Ray will remove his shoes at the door. Shall I go ahead and book this for you?
Yes.
Your faucet replacement is all set. Ray Duke will arrive at 1234 North Main Street, Tucson, Arizona, 85710 on Sunday, May 17th, between 3 and 3:30 p.m. He'll provide the standard Chrome Glacier Bay Market faucet and will remove his shoes at the door as requested. You'll receive a confirmation by email soon. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need anything else in the future, just let me know. Goodbye.
Tell me that's not amazing. That was built before AI was as good as it is now. The man that built this, I know who he is. He is a genius. I love the product he made. This is my favorite product, like I said, in the entire space of where AI meets the trades. This thing is just priceless. So again, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. If you have any other questions, email me directly, bulletproofhandymanbusiness@gmail.com. Don't forget to sign up for my webinar May 27th. Don't forget to click that link in the description to get a free 14-day trial and 20% off for your first 6 months. That's my exclusive discount. Otherwise, I love you guys. I hope you're out there killing it, and I'll see y'all on the next one.